welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I am going to just carry on doing a bit more in my journal, the No Sew Binder journal, and I just wanted to show you how I'm going to make some washi tape. Because I wanted some tape to go into the journal, because I've got sort of like some bits on here, like these bits that I actually incorporated into the papers that I did, and I wanted to just make some, so I'll show you how I've done that in a mo. But I have added, these are the bits that we added to the journal, but I've just sort of like folded up, I think I did that one, I folded up some other bits of paper, and I'm going to, this one I've just folded up. This was the old music paper, if my brain will work. And then what I'm going to do, I've got another piece of the Pansy and Rose paper. I'm actually going to sew that in like a little signature. So I'm going to sew that in and then add that to the journal. This one, I've got a little brad. This is a little pocket. I added a little section here, which I just folded over. And I added one of my brads. You remember I did these brads with some UV resin. Lots of lovely, lovely brads with little roses and little bits. So I popped them into here. I even made some of these, which I love. Little brads. This is a resin mould that I have. I've got one in blue. Look, lovely. So I'm just using these up because I have a lot of them. Popped it through the pansy there and attached it in behind the pocket before I actually stuck it on there. I sewed it on, but I love that, so I'll sew that in a moment. I've just sewn a little bit of ruffle down there, so this will attach on to that one like that. I folded this piece, not quite sure what we're going to do with this. I might attach it to here, I'm not sure yet, but loving that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sew this in quick. Oh, actually what I'll do, I'll show you these first. I've printed on to some vellum. Oh, look at that, just beautiful, isn't it? So I thought I want to put these in there. So that's one, I printed off one of the pansies and one of the roses. And then again, I've printed off again, but I've done this on sticker paper. So I'll link down the sticker paper that I use, if I can get it. Not, you can't always get it, but it's got a yellow background, because a lot of sticker papers come in a white background and you never know which is the side to print on. So this one I love because obviously yellow, you know, it's got a yellow backing on it. And I thought we would make some washi tape with this. I did put a little bit in it. I snipped off a little section down here. And then I've added a little bit to here, so we've got our own little tape, and it will go with the journal because it's made of the same paper. A little bit down here. What else did I do? Did I do any more? I wanted to stick a piece down here as well, on there. I'm sure I did another bit, but I don't know where that is. But I love it. It's really, really lovely. So I thought, oh, down through here, that's a little bit, sort of like disguised a bit in there. So loving that. But so before I do that, I just want to sew this in, and the way I'm going to sew it is with some of my lovely silk ribbon that I've got, which is just beautiful. Now I did, here we go, I've got a little, oh, somebody's drilling out there. I've got my window open because we've got a beautiful breeze coming through. It's just lovely. Now, where's my little pokey tool? What did I do with that? Here we go. So I'm just going to poke. I'm just going to do 2 holes and then just do a bow in the middle. So it's just to, you know, hold it in there nicely. I'm going to get my book, wherever I've done with my book. It's right above me. Oh yeah, this one as well. This is, I want to use some of these pages out of the book, out of the cover that I did. So let's just open this up and pop a couple of holes in there, like that. Shall I just pop a little clip there, just so it doesn't move? Not that it really matters, it doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm just going to pop a little hole there, and just a little hole there, like that. Did that? Yeah, that went through. It's only 2 little sheets of paper there, so then we will get this. I'm not going to cut it off. I can pick it up. I'm just going to poke that through. You could have the bow on the outside. You don't have to have it on the inside. But I'll probably cover the sort of spine up. Let's pop that over there. So I don't really want it on the outside. Just make sure this will be on the outside, obviously, so you'll see that. Take that off, pop that there, and then I'm just going to tie a little bow. Which I might tie it sort of at the top like that. I think I'll tie a little knot. If I can, if I'm not all fingers and thumbs today. Really, I haven't even packed. I know I'm not going for very long, but I really need to sort of like do something this afternoon and get packed. Look at that, I can't even tie a knot. I can't even find the end. There we go. Let's go round. This is very fine and very light, this silk ribbon. There we go. Let's hold that. Pull that tight. There we go. And then I'm going to tie a little bow. Oh, I could do some of my little bows, couldn't I? My little bow maker. I do like that. I haven't had that for a while. That's the thing of by having some time off, you think of all the things that you've already got that you want to do. So I'm quite excited about getting back into my craft room soon, properly. Once I get back from England, I will, you know, start doing a few more videos regularly. Let's just put that down. There we go. Lovely. So that's going to hang in there, and that just looks really pretty, doesn't it? Like that. Is that going to stay down? Lovely. Right, that's that done. That's what I wanted to do, and then I'm going to put some washi tape in there. But what I'm going to do, very simple. Oh, I've been using, before I forget, I've been using my VEVOR die cutting machine because I like the VEVOR one. I've been using these from Journal Say. If you saw my Journal Say video, I had the die cutting templates, and I've cut some out of some cards, just some coffee stain cards. These are the little sort of like matting and layering templates. They've got like the little holes. This one does have a little mark around it. And I just think that matting and layering and making a little journal, I was just testing them out. So I'll do a video on that when I get back. And then I've got the butterflies. So this is the butterfly one, and this is your inner bit. So you can sort of like mat and layer that up. And then I cut out some, this is just, I think it was 80 GSM paper. And I could cut out quite a few layers at one time. And then that would just go in and make your little journal. Look at that, isn't it just fab? So I was just having a play, see how well that worked, and it does. So that's why my VEVOR die cutting machine was on the table. I was having a little play. So what I need now is my Fiskars cutter. And what were we going to do? What shall I do down that side? What was in there? Was it daisies? Daisies, I don't know why I keep calling it daisies. Pansies. I'm going to pop a little piece down there, so I think I will do the pansy one. So I'm just going to take a strip from here. Or should I take a strip from this side? I'm going to just take that down there. So putting it onto sticker paper and making your own tape is fab because you can make it any size you like. And then let's pop that over there. And also you could probably cut some of these out as well and use them as stickers. So where was it? Where was it? It was in here. We'll do a little folding up, a few more little sheets of paper as well in a minute. This one here. Gosh, I might have to close my window in a minute. Look at that. And that covers up this big brown bit on there, like that. So what should we do? Should we just put that on there like that? Tear that top piece off. We don't need that. And then I can just cover that up. Oops. Like that. Look at that. Just beautiful. How quick and easy is that? Love it. And as well, you can, I was also thinking of putting it just on the edge, just so it goes over the edge of the paper as well, around this cornery bit. So let's just take that off. Let's use this bit and pop that on. And then pop that down. Oh, it doesn't need to go right to the end because I haven't actually. Gosh, I think I might have to close my window. It's awfully noisy. Turn that over. There we go. Gives you a lovely edge. So you could do it with your paper and just glue it if you didn't have any paper, any sticker paper. But look at that, how lovely is that? Looks really good, doesn't it? Especially if you've got like a plain piece of paper. Right, the other thing that I wanted to do, which I'm going to try again with the pansy paper. A few things I just want to try out. I'm going to turn it over. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just going to close my window. Not that that's really made too much of a difference. Okay, so I've turned it over. This is the front, and then this is the back. So I want a piece here. I'm going to use some double-sided tape to see how this works. So it's more of a clearer tape, if you know what I mean. Using the, I'm going to cut this off here. Using the vellum, it will be more of a see-through one. So I'm going to do it sort of there. Like that. Oh look, I cut that pretty well, didn't I? Just make sure that is stuck on there nicely. Going to take my little Fiskars cutter, cut down the edge, cut down this side. There we go. Then we've got a little bit of tape. I'm actually going to cut down through the middle of that so we can have a bigger bit and a smaller bit. There we go. Did that work? Yes. Lovely. So, where's my piece of clearer? Not clearer, plainer. This one here. I'm going to take that. Let's have this nice coloured piece. Put that on. Let's see if I can take it off. How sticky that's going to be. Think that's going to work? Here we are. Oh, look at that. Fabulous. Let's just go down. Go down the edge. Oh, I didn't do that very well. It's a little bit wibbly wobbly. Cut that off. Look at that. Oh, I like that. Let's take this off because that's going to be sticky otherwise. Fabulous. Looks really nice, doesn't it? So that's nice. A little bit of vellum washi tape, isn't it? I do like that. That's lovely. And also the other thing that I was going to use it for, let me just cut another piece off. All my stuff's all over the place today. Let's cut a piece of this one off. How big? Again, you can cut this way, it doesn't have to be. If you wanted just sort of like a different washi tape, different colours on it. There we go. We've got those bits. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Let's cut some of the other one. Let's cut some of the daisy. Pansy. Gosh, I keep calling it daisy. Let's cut this side. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. And then I'm going to take, wonder if I could use it to actually attach the papers. Maybe not this one because it's got ribbon on it. And I would like to show that in the back actually. Do you think you could? I bet you could. What's this one? This I was going to stick onto here like that. Could do that, and then I could have a little bit of tape down the side, couldn't I? There we go. I'm going to attach that to here. I'm going to attach it with this, and then a little bit of tape. So yeah, I've got a few sheets, more sheets of the sticker paper. This is very thick. Left, so I do need to order some more. My gosh, this has gone very, very thick. That's not going to work. I need to dilute that. A little bit of acetone in there will probably dilute that nicely. Let's get my glue. Let's get the good old tacky glue out. There we go. Here we are, perfect. Put that on there. Make sure that's straight. Yeah, I wasn't going to use all of the, I was going to sort of like mix and match some of the papers, but I'm just loving these papers. I really, really am. So what should we have? A little bit of daisy down there. Oh, pansy. Gosh, what am I like? Let's take that off. Just put that down. Through there. I do have daisy papers. Maybe I should get some to put in this actually. Look at that. Do you think that looks just lovely? Really, really lovely. But like I said, if you don't have paper, sticky paper, you can just glue paper and make your own sort of like washi tape. Loving these, absolutely loving these. You can get a huge amount out of one sheet. Right, I think I might add a couple of pockets. Shall we add a pocket onto this one? Not quite sure what we're going to be doing with this bit. I'm probably attached to one of these like this, but I think, or maybe we'll have a pocket on the back. What do you think? Maybe I could use, this is the leftover piece of music paper. I'm going to just tear that down like this. On there. Won't be a pocket, it would just be like a little pull out like that. Then we could add a little bit of tape, or shall I add the tape to this bit so that we can actually see it? I could do both. I can do both, can't I? A little bit of this. Then I've got some sort of quite thin So that will go along there like that. Perfect. So I can take the back off. Oops, there we go. Put that down through there like that. And that will just flip out. There we go. So we've got that little bit on there. Do you like this? Right, I'm going to go and get into these. The nice thing about making this journal, you can make up the pages all separately and then just put it all together. It's sort of a bit of a, you know, do it as you go along sort of one, isn't it? Should we pop a little journal card on there? Should I do a little pocket? Which I quite like that on the front. I need a little, oh look, I found some little blingy bits. Look how beautiful that is. That's just lovely, isn't it? Does that work? It's quite nice actually, isn't it? Let's do that. I'm going to have to glue this down. Chop these little bits off. Oops, another little random bit. I think my scissors are a little bit sticky. Right, so I'm going to put that on there so we can use that as a pocket. But I will glue it. Let's see if I can get this glue out of here. Down. Yeah, this definitely needs a little bit of watering down. I think it's got so warm in here throughout the summer. It goes quite thick and gloopy. There we go. There we are. Fabulous. Love that. Just going to take that out just while the glue dries. I'm going to take a little bit of, must be a little blingy bit here. What's this little blingy bit? Oh, we need a coloured bit really, don't we? What do you think? A little bit of this on there? I think so. Take this off. A little bit of glue. Oops. Stick that down, make sure it doesn't go all the way through. Lovely. So this can go in there. I might pop up a little bit of tape. Did we have the, this is the vellum one, isn't it? Should we have that so it goes over the top? Take that off if I can. Give it a little wiggle. There we go. So that double-sided tape is quite a thick one. But again, you don't have to have it so thick. You can get lots of lovely thin ones. Oh, still go over the edge. There we are. And then, should we get one of our little flowers? This is going to go in here. I don't think. Do you think we could pop a little flower on here? Just for the sort of top of there, like that. Don't really want it to go. Let's take this out. do with a pansy card really, couldn't we? Maybe I'll just make one. That looks nice. I'm going to stick that on there. Let's take this. Oh, gosh, it feels like all of my glues have gone a bit sort of like gloopy. Gloopy glue. Okay. I put that in there because I was using it for smaller things, but I'm going to get this out. Oh, that's my new one. Let's use this one. Haven't got time for sitting there squeezing it out, have we? Takes too long. So let's just stick that on there. Like that. So this will come out. Oops. You can add something under there. And then this will attach to the side of one of these somewhere. Like that. Love it. And then we've got this one that pops out. Fabulous. That can go on there or somewhere like that. So that's another little page. Not quite sure what we'll put inside there yet. But loving that. Loving that. Going to make, let's put those over there. Let's make another few pages, shall we, to put this together. That can go on there. This one, I was wondering, if we put that on there like this, then that should come out sort of like that, shouldn't it? So let's put that on top, and then that one will go on top of there. Now you have to decide how big you want it, how thick, but I think we can have a fair few pages yet, can't we? That's looking good. Oh, we've got a little bead that's fallen off. It's okay. Sticker paper, let's not get that muddled up. Let's take another sheet of this here. Loving this. Actually, that is the same piece, isn't it? Oh, makes you go dizzy if you put it over the top. Love these. Love them. What shall we do, guys? What shall we do? Let's just fold it. Love this piece. There. Okay, so we're going to the right height now. So if this sticks on there like that, well, it doesn't necessarily have to. You could fold that piece down and stick a piece on here, and then that turns over, then this will fit on there or on there like that. I can cut this piece down actually to make it a little bit smaller. Then that will open up like that. And then we fold this one in. There we go. I think what I might do is sew into this piece. I might get some paper, coffee stained paper, which I have got some here. Like this. That's just slightly bigger, but that's okay. I'm going to fold this in half. Quite like the way I sewed it in with the silk tape. I think silk tape, the silk thread I mean, or even ribbon, silk ribbon. going to take a little bit off the bottom because it's just a tiny bit too wide. Then fold these up. As you can tell, I'm just making it up as I go along. Like this. Just so we've got a little bit to sort of journal in. A little long piece like this. Let's open these up. And that will sit on there like that. Right, what I need to do, this will go on there. That's about the right size, isn't it? I'm going to make this a little bit longer because then we need to add a piece to this. What shall we add to that? Should I take a little bit of this off? Like that, fold it down. That would work, wouldn't it? So we want like this much, just so it comes over this. Let's take just down here. Take that out. What's on the other side? Ooh. Oh, I quite like the script actually, because we've got script there. So I'm going to, got a little bit of white along there. I'm just going to snip that off. Just going to nip to the sewing machine and sew down that, sew this onto there, so it stays on. Which way? Quite like it on this one. I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue just to hold it in place. Just a few little dots like that. There we go. Just there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then that will come, which will sew down there. I might even pop a little bit of velvet ribbon down there. What do you think? Where's my velvet gone? Okay, here we go. Just a little bit. All sorts of bits. Actually, that's not bad colour. That's quite nice, isn't it? Shall I pop that on? As I sew down to sew this on, I will pop that in there like that. Oh, I like that. That looks nice, doesn't it? That's good. I'm going to use my lighter just so this end doesn't fray. Pop that on there. A little bit of measuring. There we go. Oh, that's going to look really nice, isn't it? And then we've got a little, I will sew into that with a little bit of silk ribbon, and these are a little bit too thin, but I might wrap around there. Or shall I leave that? I might actually leave that. Let me just grunge this a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit of grunginess to that one. Okay, right, 2 seconds, and I will just quickly sew this down through there. So be back. Oh, how lovely does that look? Oh, my chair just got caught. There we go. Love that. I'm going to pop these to the side so we've got a little bit more room on the desk. Let's chop this off. Don't know where my Fiskars scissors are, so I'm using my big ones. Look at that, love that little bit of velvet on there, so we can sew this in, which will look lovely, won't it, with a little bow there. Shall I might actually just score that just a little bit, I think. Just score like a tiny little gap. Where's my little thingamajiggy gone? This one will do. That's where it is. Then I'm just going to move over just slightly. Just so we've got tiny, can you see, I've just done like 2 little lines, just so we've got a tiny little spine, like that. Just so when I tie the bow, it's sort of on that little spine, like that. Can you see? Just a tiny little one there. Actually, what I might do, I think I can, I was going to pop the holes through that, but I don't think that will work. I only want 2 holes in here anyway. Let's put these in like that. Not very straight, is it? These up, pop that down. Need to make the holes in. Oh my gosh, there it is. Let's make the holes in here first. One there. That in line, and then what I'm going to do, I need to make it so the hole is through that spine. And then one there, okay. Little hole, there we are. Let's take some of this thread, this is so pretty. Okay. Through there, and then through that little bit there. Perfect. Oops. There we are. Gosh, I never have enough room on my desk. I'm always complaining, aren't I? But lovely, and look at that, that looks so pretty on the outside. And again, actually, because this one isn't going to sewn in, I might do it the other way and have the bow coming down from the outside. I'm going to do that again and come from the other way. Let's do that again. Let's do that. That through, so we come from the outside through like that, and then back down this way. There we go. Then we can pop the bow on here, and again I will do that from the top. Going to tie another knot. Not that I'm very good at this. There we go. I should have kept it on the needle really, shouldn't I? It would have been a lot easier for me. So it really is silk thread because it is so soft, and it has a sort of like little mind of its own. There we go. I'll pop a little bow on there. Okay, some scissors gone. Here we are. Lovely. I need to actually roll this up properly because it does crease very easily. Let me just go through that. I can't remember. You get 10 meters on here, and it's 4 millimeters. The width is 4 millimeters, and you get 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters, you get 10 yards. 10 meters even. Gosh. Let's just pull that down. Look at that. I think that's just so pretty, isn't it? And then we've got a little journal in there to do a little extra bit of journaling on. Just beautiful. Love it. Okay, so this can flap. When you've got the flaps, they can either go one way or the other, so it doesn't really matter on there. So there's a couple more pages. I will add in a few more just plain ones, I think, in between these. So that will go on there like that. That will go on. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to put it like that for now. And then this one I'm going to put on like this way. Like that. So, oh no, what was I going to do? I was going to do it like that, wasn't it? And then on this one, to join these two together, I'll just get a strip and pop a strip, whether it's going to be fabric or something like that. I don't think I'll use the sticker tape, washi tape. And then this one can either go either way. So it doesn't really matter. But so far so good. Love it. I was thinking about putting this into one of these like that and wrapping it before I stick, and then put another piece over, but we'll see when we come to that. But loving it so far. So we made some lovely little sticker washi tape, which is great. Loving those. And these are all bits that we can actually just keep and use in other things as well. And it'd be good to attach pockets with into here, won't it? Definitely. So there we go, guys. Hope I haven't confused you too much. I just wanted to have a little play, make some more pages, a little bit of washi tape, and I'm thinking this is going to be beautiful. I like that on the outside. I think it looks really good. I think I need a few more little ruffly bits, a few more of these on the pages, I think, as well. So I will get on and do some more little bits. So there we go, guys. Get yourself some sticker paper. Pop it through your printer, whatever journal you're making, you can print the papers and make yourself some washi tape to go with your journal. So there we go, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.